so you could put me in my place and use your hands to grab my face and just make me scream all night. Cause it's what I like, and it's why I pick fights with you. Even though I know you ain't shit, know that you ain't changing. I can't be your main bitch, you keep fucking them. I got niggas on my line, I can't even pretend. Still the
What's up, guys? So today we got a very talented young lady from the city of Memphis. Well, I'm not sure if you're from Memphis, but her name is GirlFriend. So introduce yourself, let them know who you is, GirlFriend.
Yeah, I'm actually not from Memphis. I'm from Mississippi. I'm from Sardis originally, but I've been living in Memphis for about 4 years now. So
Yeah. So how did you get to Memphis? Like, how did the process go? Like, what made you come to Memphis?
I got to Memphis because I actually was a basketball player and I got recruited to play ball at Rose College. So I didn't realize I would be here, but I got like a really good package. I got like a full academic scholarship. So I was like, hey, why not? So I got up here and then I kind of like leaned more towards the music scene, as I was here.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. So before we get into like about your music career and all that, I wanna take it back to so how was it growing up for GirlFriend? Like, how was it? Like, how was your childhood growing up?
My childhood growing up, I feel like it was pretty uneventful. I lived with my mom and dad. I feel like I had a pretty decent childhood for the most part. Like that, we weren't like, I mean, we never had everything, but I mean, as far as like me, like having what I needed, I feel like
Typical kid stuff.
yeah, typical kid stuff. Like I had what I needed, like grew up with my little cousins. We used to run around outside and play. So I think
Yeah.
for the most part, it was pretty chill. Like I had a pretty chill childhood growing up. So
Yeah, so you say you from Mississippi. So let me ask you this, because I love to ask people they come from like another place from out of town or something to Memphis. Which Mississippi really like that far, but do you feel like a culture change? Like, do you feel like what do you feel about Memphis culture? You come from Mississippi to Memphis.
that's a good question. I don't think for me it wasn't that big of a culture change.
Mhm.
Simply because like even before I moved up here, I knew a lot of people here because I used to play AAU, so I used to travel up here. But
Yeah.
I think the only thing that's funny about moving up here is because like people are always like like you from Mississippi, like they'll try to get on me or they'll try to check me or something or be like, oh, you country. But I'm like, we all country, like we all from the South. But yeah, it wasn't that big of a culture change for me, other than like at my college. That was a pretty big culture shock.
Yeah. And what college you say you at?
Rose College. It's just like it's a PWI,
Uh-huh.
and like where I grew up, it was like 99% black. So I went from like an all black high school to probably being like one of the 10 black students in my class. So I was just like,
Mhm.
well, like that. Now that was like a really big shock for me.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm a college student myself. So what you studying like before? What you studying like? What's your plans?
I'm a psychology major. Uh,
Mhm.
Initially, like when I came to college, I thought I was gonna do the med track, and then I took a year of med, and I was like, oh no. So I
Yeah.
like, but really, I was thinking about going into like therapy and stuff like that. But I don't know. At this point, I'm thinking. I feel like I'm a do something with the music before I even get to plan B. So
Yeah. Your music dope, bro. Like, hell yeah, your shit is dope. So let me ask you this though. So you got, I saw you post on Instagram a couple days ago. You got 30,000 streams in 3 days on your new project that you just dropped, bro. Like you got 30,000 streams. So I'm asking you this, like, what that was all organic, right? You say I heard say the video, no record labels, anything. So like, how does that feel? Like, what type of motivation did they just give you to have 30,000 streams?
it was just like I don't know. Like even now, it's hard to really even speak on it. It's just like wow. It's like it's crazy. Like I'm still in shock. Like I don't know. Like but for me, it just spoke to like all the effort I put into the project. Like I took me like a year and a half to record it. Like especially while I'm in school and while I'm trying to accomplish everything that I'm accomplishing. So it's just like it for me. It was like an emotional moment to be like, wow, like no, like do all this stuff, like all the struggles, like all the times I was missing homework assignments because I got too, wrapped up in like finishing a song. It's like it was all worth it, and like I feel like that's something everybody wants is just to see the work that they put in like pay off. And like for me, seeing it happen in like 3 days, I'm just like, wow, like it really gave me, I guess, like an idea into like where my project could go or like how much potential that I actually have. So yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. So you say you was missing out, like it took you a year and a half to do this project. You saying like it? You said you was missing homework assignments in your college. You was getting behind in college to do this project,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you got 30,000 screams in 3 days, bro. Like this dope, man. Like I gotta congratulate you on it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you this though. So what is your process of writing songs? Like, do you go in a studio and you just freestyle it, like you actually gotta? Because you do you write, or do you go in there and just freestyle, like go off your head?
It depends like largely on the song. Some beats that I hear is just like I can hear the whole song like in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just kind of like freestyle it out, and I'll kind of like go back and tweak my lyrics and just elevate the lyrics, when I go back over it. And I feel like for the it's like those beats you just know, like when you hear a beat and you like, oh, like this is the beat, like it's just it flows so easily, like I could hear the whole song at once. But like then I have songs that it might not necessarily all come to me at once. So I might freestyle over the same track like 5, 6, 7 times until I feel like I have enough like dope cadences or dope flows. And then I'll go back, I'll mix and match, piece it together. Like, okay, this can be my hook, this can be, the verse. And then I'll like tighten those lyrics up and just make sure the lyrics are dope, to match the cadences of what I'm saying. So that's
Yeah,
how I write.
yeah. So, and I meant to ask you this in the first place. I meant to ask you this like before we got to this conversation. How did you begin your career as an artist? Like, how did you begin your career as an artist? How did the name GirlFriend come about? Like, how did all this come about?
Um, I began my career as an artist when I was about, I think I probably was like in the ninth grade. Well, no, that's a lie. I was in the seventh grade when I recorded my first song.
Seven,
But
you
I
young.
didn't. It's funny. I didn't record it as a song. It was actually a project, and like it was my English teacher, and she made us write a song about like the different like figures of speech. Sorry. But yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Good.
She basically like she made us do this project on like the figures of speech, like personification, like idiom, like all the different stuff like that. And she made us put it in the song and basically talk about it in the song. So like that was my first time doing it, and like everybody was tripping out over the song. They was just like, "Yo, like this is good. Like this is actually good." And so like they ended up picking a song for to play on the intercom like every morning after that. So
Oh,
that's how I realized like, wow, like people actually like my song. Like they actually mess with my music. So like after that, as I got older, I kind of like was able to seek out like, okay, I know how to record. Now I just gotta find a studio. Cause before then I had no idea how to record or like how the process went. So that like I feel like that experience kind of kickstarted like me as like, oh, like this girl can sing, like, oh, she made a dope song, like everybody kind of knew me for it at that point. And then as far as like the other question you asked, how did GirlFriend come about? I At first I went by my name, and I really don't like my name.
yeah.
So I was just like, okay, like what is something that speaks to like the content of my music, but something that's like relatable. And I was like, okay, like I'm an R&B singer. Like often I sing about, love,
Mhm.
relationships, like the ups and the downs. And I'm okay, bae.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like bae. And then like my producer at the time, he was like, nah, he was like, it's already somebody in Mississippi named Bay. And I was like, dang. So I'm like, okay, girlfriend could work. And I was just like, okay, girlfriend. Like at the moment, it didn't really, it felt weird, but like the more we kind of used it, I'm like, okay, like I think it's a dope name. Like I kind of like it. So
Yeah, this
yeah,
dope. This dope. So you say your music, you do R&B, which everybody should know that. You know, so you talk about a lot about relationships and like the up and downs in relationship. Like, is some of your music inspired from like a previous relationship that you've been in? Like, have you ever been hurt and like did it inspire you to do
yeah,
this song, or is it something like, you know, the media always promoting stuff too? So
yeah.
what does it steal from for you?
Well, I can definitely say I am not. I have songs about like toxic relationships. I am not the toxic type. I'm all for like healthy relationships. Like I'm not toxic at all. But I do have songs about that type of relationship that stem from like popular culture. But I also have songs that are like genuinely from my experiences, like Bathroom Floor. That song was from a real experience. It was
Yeah.
like so like I could listen to this song now and kind of be like, dang, like it kind of it takes me back to how I felt when I made it. So
Mhm.
I definitely have songs that like I've written or that I've created that have been about real life experiences. And like I feel like those are usually my best songs or the songs that people like the most because they really can resonate with them.
Mhm. Yeah, this dope. So I'm gonna ask you this though. What do you feel like separate girlfriend like from other R&B artists? Like, not saying that you're in competition with other R&B artists, but like what do you feel like, what do you do differently to separate yourself from other R&B artists?
Um, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm just different. I feel like everyone says that about themselves and their music, but I feel like I'm just different. I feel like I don't sound. I get like different people that people say, "Oh, you sound like this person," or "You sound like this person," but I feel like I really like have my own identity, and I feel like my music is catchy. Like I feel like
It
I don't
is.
I feel like there aren't many people, and this is not to like be negative or down like
Mm-hmm.
the R&B game or nothing, but I just listen like I go back and listen to like older R&B like from when I was growing up, and the way that it was catchy and like the way it will pull you in, I feel like that's rare, and I feel like I try to take some of my influences from back then and like keep the music like that because it shouldn't be like, oh, I heard the song on TikTok 300 times so now I like the song. Like no, like I feel like with my music the first time you hear it you kind of like, dang, like what is this, or like who is this, like so I feel like that's definitely like a way that I'm different because as soon as you hear my music you kind of know that it's is good versus like seeing someone market your music. You have to hear a song 20 times before you think it's good. Like I feel like like on that first playback, it's kind of like I like this song type of thing. So
Yeah, that's dope. So I mentioned this like, do you what is your process of like getting booked and all that type of stuff? And like just like with your whole content, like are you the one behind your whole content that you're doing? Cause like I saw you on your Instagram, I learned through people Instagram. I love doing it, like all the artists. And I saw you post a camera. Like, do you shoot your own videos too? Like I forgot what you had said. You had a Sony camera, you post a Sony camera. Like, do you
yeah,
shoot your own videos as well too?
I do not shoot my own videos. So the girl who shoots my videos is like my best friend ever. Like I don't know if she want me to say her name or not. Can I say your name?
Yeah, come on, go on, put your name out there. We waiting.
Yeah, her name is Autumn, and she is only her Instagram private and stuff. She real private, but like she's like super dope. Like most of my visuals, most of my videos, she gets them. Like she getting all my angles, like and all that. Like, but I definitely like I wanted to invest in the camera because I felt like it would really benefit me, like having it there to always have new content and create visuals, but if it wasn't for her, like I definitely it would be a lot harder to try to do the things that I'm doing. So definitely like big ups to her, and as far as like my other content, like my team has really been helping me. Uh, like basically I have management still independent, but I do have like management. Like shout out to Zan and Rob, Christian, like all of them. They help me like on my looks and just ideas for pushing out content and stuff. So it's definitely a group effort. Like even with me being independent, like it's
Yeah.
dope having people there to help out because nobody can do everything by themselves. So
Yeah, that's dope. So congratulations to Autumn and the rest of your team behind you, man. Like I just feel like this dope that you, like I said, you very talented, man. And like I feel like it's dope that you got a team behind you, bro. Cause like you going places. So let me ask you this though. We finna go to wrap it up. Like, what do you see yourself at in the next, let's say, 5 years with your music? Where do you see yourself at? Like, what do you want to be doing with your music, and what do you want to be doing in life in 5 years?
I think I can confidently say that like in 5 years, I feel like I have a platinum song. I'll probably be finishing up some type of tour or starting some type of tour, and I'll probably have a really big fan base. And I just like to speak stuff like that into existence, and like I'm just really confident that that's gonna happen. So I'm hoping that in 5 years, you know what I'm saying, I can come back to you and we can,
Yeah, we're gonna chop it up. You know what I mean?
Like
yeah, this dope. This dope. So let me ask you this: any artists that you want to work with, like any artists that you inspired by?
I will always want to work with Chris Brown because that has been my favorite artist for a long time.
Yeah.
Chris Brown definitely would want to work with SZA. I want to work with Missy Elliott. Like I think she is such a goat. Like she's so dope. Like those three people. Like I definitely would want to work with them.
Yeah, it's dope. So to wrap this up though, this is the last question. What do you have any projects? Like I know you just dropped the project. When can we expect some more though? Like when can we expect some more?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I don't know. Like I don't think the next thing I drop will be a project though. I'll probably follow this up probably with like a single or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I really can't say right now. I gotta,
it's up in the air.
It's up in the air. I gotta go back and, replenish my vault. I dropped, so I gotta, whatever I drop, I gotta replace it with heat, that equals. So it's up in the air now.
All right, guys. So y'all heard this. She said it's up in the air. So up next city, man, we gonna continue to keep pushing behind you. Like we want to see you win. So anything that you want to say to any inspiring artists or anything that you want to say to the audience that's gonna watch this, like what's some motivational words that you will leave with them?
Man, motivational words. I just want everybody to know, like, I don't know. I don't want to sound so cliche, but I mean, whatever you want to do in life, like whatever your goal is, like make sure you feel it, and make other people feel it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna believe in you like you believe in you. So that's all.
This facts, man. So this is the interview with GirlFriend. Thank you for coming on the platform.
Thank you for having me.
Now, although this interview is over, let's say for instance you want to get a booking with her, you want to get a feature with her, or you want to just contact her for whatever reason. That's not my business. This is her Instagram. Y'all make sure y'all bank her line, go follow her, and go follow her music.